At noon, first, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu commends Lagos Traffic Radio for establishing booster station to expand its reach. Kaduna State's government urges residents to relocate from flood-prone areas. On the foreign scene, Japan issues emergency warning as powerful typhoon approaches. In sport, Nigeria Basketball Federation names squad for FIBA Under-18 Afro Basket Tournament. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has described the establishment of a booster station project by Lagos Traffic Radio as advantageous to motorists, road users, and other residents of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, stated this during an inspection of the ongoing project in Ikorodu. He explained that the installation of equipment for the booster station will further enable the station to deliver on its mandate of timely and accurate travel advisory to Lagosians. The governor noted that the booster station will also increase the reach of Lagos Traffic Radio to where signal is weak or non-existent, such as Festac Town, Apapa, Amuwodofi, and down to Badagry axis, thereby attracting more listeners.
Lagos Traffic Radio, I'm told, has had the problem of not being heard loud and clear in some parts of Lagos. But with this equipment installed here now, that will be a thing of the past. So I feel it's a step in the right direction. It's a step forward, and it's a very good step.
According to him, the station, which is forward-thinking, is intentional about its step aimed at improving its service delivery and adding value to Lagosians' productive hours. The Lagos State government has unveiled a series of comprehensive public health initiatives and a proactive response to the growing global concerns over the Mpox virus, particularly the newly identified Clade IB variant. Commissioner for Health Akin Abayomi, who outlined the state's multi-pronged strategy to shield Lagos from the emerging threat, announced 3 significant milestones as part of Lagos State Public Health Strategy against Mpox. Abayomi outlined a robust stakeholder engagement involving experts from various sectors to discuss Mpox and AIDS management, both locally and globally. Activation of an Emergency Operations Center, OEC, specifically dedicated to monitoring and addressing the Mpox outbreak, and the launch of a statewide public health awareness campaign aimed at educating residents about the risk associated with Mpox and preventive measures they can take. The commissioner emphasized the current concern over the Clade IB variant, which is rapidly spreading across Central Africa, particularly in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and has now reached neighboring countries like Cameroon, Rwanda, and Burundi. Abayomi warned that while there are currently no active Mpox cases in Lagos, the state must remain vigilant against the potential importation of this aggressive variant. The National Population Commission, NPC, has commenced training of ad hoc registrars across local government ahead of the commencement of the electronic civil registration and vital statistics that will begin on September 2. Federal Commissioner representing Lagos State, Saidat Oladunjoye, while opening the training at Kushofe local government, said the training would be in 2 phases, while some councils were merged, depending on the size of the number of volunteers. Oladunjoye said the exercise is to train ad hoc officials who will handle the registration of births to ensure they have accurate data of children born in Lagos State. She said they are to register children under 1 and 5 years. Oladunjoye noted that the registration for children under 1 will be done at hospitals and other non-governmental institutions where children are born, while the under 5 years will be done at community and ward levels. She added that this particular registration is unique because such children will automatically have the national identity number, NIN. Now to the rest of the stories. The Kaduna State's government has appealed to residents living in flood-prone areas to evacuate immediately following the devastating flood that affected Sabongari and Zaria local government areas. Executive Secretary of the Kaduna State Emergency Management Agency, Usman Hayatu Mazadu, stated that the state government had taken measures to mitigate the impact of the flood, including desilting drainage systems and conducting sensitization campaigns. Hayatu Mazadu noted that despite predictions and warnings, some residents refused to relocate, leading to the destruction of over 200 houses in Zaria and Sabongari LGAs. He stressed that the cooperation of residents is crucial in ensuring their safety. Hayatu Mazadu urged residents, particularly farmers, to take advantage of alternative land provided by the state government for farming and to relocate to urban centers. The Standards Organization of Nigeria has emphasized the urgent need for a comprehensive strategy to prevent building collapse in Nigeria. The Director General of SON, Ifeanyi Okeke, noted that this approach aimed at addressing recurring incidents and ensure the safety and integrity of structures nationwide. Okeke highlighted that adherence to specifications and codes of practice is crucial for restoring public trust in Nigeria's building industry. He expressed worry over the frequent building collapse across the country and the resulting loss of lives and property. Okeke explained that SON's investigations pinpoint poor structural designs, quackery, unprofessionalism, and insufficient soil testing as key factors in frequent building collapse. He also emphasized that the organization would sustain collaboration with key regulators like the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, the Nigeria Building and Road Research Institute, the Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors and Raw Materials Research and Development Council, the Ministry of Works, and other development agencies at all levels. In foreign news, Japan has issued an emergency warning as a powerful typhoon approaches its southwest, prompting manufacturers to shut their factories and airlines to cancel flight. The Japan Meteorological Agency estimated that Typhoon Shanchan, situated 70 kilometers from Yakushima Island, is heading north towards Kagoshima and Miyazaki prefectures on the southwestern Kyushu Island. Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi said Shanshan will approach southern Kyushu with extremely strong force on Thursday. Hayashi said that the typhoon expected to pack gusts of up to 250 kilometers per hour will bring violent winds and high waves stronger than those experienced in the past. In sport now, the Nigeria Basketball Federation has released a list of players in the boys and girls categories of the FIBA Under-18 African Championship to be held in Pretoria, South Africa from September 1 to 14. A total of 24 players, 12 per team, will represent the country at the championship, featuring 12 topmost national teams on the continent. According to the draw conducted on August 24, Nigeria is in Group B alongside Egypt, Angola, and Uganda, while the full schedule of the tournament will be confirmed at a later date. The winner and runners-up at the tournament will represent Africa at the 2025 FIBA Under-19 World Cup in Switzerland. And that's it on the news at noon. But just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has described the establishment of a booster station project by Lagos Traffic Radio as advantageous to motorists, road users, and other residents of the state. The Kaduna State Government has appealed to residents living in flood-prone areas to evacuate immediately following the devastating flood that affected Sabongari and Zaria local government areas. We also told you that Japan has issued an emergency warning as a powerful typhoon approaches 8th southwest, prompting manufacturers to shut their factories and airlines to cancel flights. Finally, sport, the Nigeria Basketball Federation has released lists of players in the boys and girls categories of the FIBA Under-18 African Championship to be held in Pretoria, South Africa from September 1 to 14. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adibishin. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon. Up next is Lunchtime Walker with the MCIs and Timitope Boma Peterside.